Oh, shit. I thought I was recording for like the last 10 minutes. This sucks. God damn it. Well, I'll start it anyway. Oh, this is going to be a short one. Fucking shit. Welcome to the Off Base Podcast. Podcast carefully crafted to remind you to suck a fat one if you think you're the only one, because you're not. I'm your host. I'm the Rocky Mountain no-name Jackass. It's 38 degrees, 7:58 a.m. on January 11th, 2021. 1/11/22. That's the date. I can't believe that, man. I was talking about some good shit. Had a nice story in there about my wife riding a Peloton and me coming out and checking out the hot chicks on the screen, and then when there's a dude, then I get pissed. Jesus. I mean, that was a decently funny story. I'm no professional comedian, but it was funny. And I think I'm not the only one, so there's probably plenty of husbands out there whose wives get a little peeved when we notice hot chicks. Although my wife she's very cool about it. She recognizes, I mean, we're almost 50 years old. She recognizes that there are people out there who are more beautiful than she is, but even though in my eyes she's fucking hot, and I would like to do things to her. Did I just say that out loud? That husbands want to do to their wives. And I recognize that I got a lot of ways to go. And like if we're watching a movie and Chris Hemsworth is on the screen, she's like, oh hey, I don't mind, I don't care. And that's a funny thing. When guys see other guys who are in great shape, all that does is motivate me to end up trying to look like that guy and stay disciplined with what I've been doing. Women, I can't speak for you guys, but I can tell you what I have observed is that when you see a better looking woman, that you just get mad at her. But my wife has been very cool about that since I have known her. My ex-wife, Jesus Christ, she was horrific with that. It's like, I'm married to you, but other women will come into my field of view. It's like when I drive back home and I get the Rocky Mountains. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna look at them. You know why? Because they're fucking gorgeous. Anyway, back to what I was just talking about before I realized that I hadn't started recording. Stepson and I started our final week of phase 2 of our bodybuilding process. Phases 3 and 4 is where I'm going to start to work on my gut a little bit more. My wine gut. But phases 1 and 2 was all about rebuilding strength in the body, across the whole body. So we've been doing 5 basic strength training exercises. Pull-ups and chin-ups. Pull-ups / chin-ups, I should say. Squats, bench press, deadlift, and clean and jerks. These are 5 movements that not only work specific and large muscle groups, but will end up employing other muscle groups that surround them. Like chest, you end up working a lot of shoulders, a lot of triceps, obviously. Deadlifts, you work the hips, you work the hamstrings, you work your midsection. You guys, if you know, I'm not going to go into all of them, but anyway, in getting ready to finish our final week of phase 2, and phase 2 was a matter of finding our maxes, seeing how much weight we could actually put up with good form. Yesterday I went PB, baby, and I'm not talking about peanut butter, I'm talking about personal bests. So we started with the pull-ups, and when we do our find our max day, we do 4 sets of pull-ups. The first and third sets are with the band, so we do them assisted, and we just crank out 10 to 12 of those, and then sets 2 and 4 are the ones that we do unassisted and see how many we can get. So I had the first set 10 unassisted pull-ups, then I did 10 chin-ups, and I was like, yeah, because 10 is the number that I want. Then third set 10 assisted pull-ups again, and then I went to chin-ups on my 4th set. I only got 6. I was like, fuck. Crapped out after 6. I was pissed. But then, for some reason, I started getting into the barbell exercises. And I was like, ooh, okay, here we go. I'm starting to feel a little bit better after I did my first couple sets of squats. And I mentioned this before when I wasn't recording, but in general, a good goal to shoot for is to be able to bench your body weight and then to have your squats heavier than your bench and then to have your deadlifts heavier than your squats. Now, ultimately, if I can get to a point where I'm doing twice my body weight on a deadlift and 1.5 times my body weight on a squat, that'll be great. But, right now, on a deadlift, for me, that would be like 360, 380 pounds. That's a lot of weight. Maybe I'll get there within a year or two. I don't know. or more. I am approaching 50. But that's a nice goal to have, to be able to deadlift that much weight. But anyway, yesterday I finally got back to that relationship of squatting more than benching and deadlifting more than squatting. Because back in November, early November, middle of November, I had tweaked something in my lower back. And on squats, deadlifts, and clean and jerks, I dialed the weight way back and actually switched to kettlebells because the barbell was going to screw me up if I stuck with it. And when I looked online, the suggestions were, drop it to kettlebells if you're experiencing lower back issues. So I was able to rehab my lower back. My lower back feels fantastic now. And was able to go back to a barbell, except on kettlebells, because there's something weird with my shoulder. So my right shoulder is stronger than my left, so I'm trying to even them out by doing the same weight. If I did it with a barbell, then my right arm would end up dominating, and my left arm wouldn't get as much of the workout. So I was real happy with yesterday because not only was I pushing it real hard on finding the maxes, but like I said, I got that relationship back of squats heavier than bench, deadlift heavier than squats. So we got down to do the squats, and I had stuff written down on what I was going to try to do for my max. Well, after my third set, I was like, fuck this, man. I'm feeling good. So I ended up putting both 45s on either side and squatted 225. I was like, yes. And I got 2 out of that. And on my second one did take some good effort. But I did get it up. So I could probably go just a little bit higher, maybe up to 235. But I was very, very happy with that. And then we moved down to the bench. Last week I failed at 215. I think it was. No, 205. I think. So 85 on both sides, 170 plus the bar. Yeah, 215. I failed on 215. And yesterday I tried 215 and got 2 reps up. I was like, yeah, this feels awesome as well. And we moved to the deadlifts. And I had a specific weight that I wanted to try for my max. Again, first 3 sets felt fantastic. So I was like, you know what? I'm going up and I'm going to try. So I was going to try to max it at 225. But I was feeling good. I was like, you know what? Let's go up. Let's do an even 250 pounds. And I fucking got it up 2 times. I was like, this is great. And then the same thing with my clean and jerks. Those actually went really well on my final set. I was doing a kettlebell. What was it? The 24 kilogram kettlebell, which is like 55 pounds. Got it with my right arm 2 times just fine, but my left arm failed on my first attempt. Either way, I was really, really happy with it. And now I'm starting to think that there was something else that I was doing that ended up playing a role in me being able to really max out yesterday. One of them was definitely my sleep. My sleep has been getting better and better. That, I think, really helped with what was going on. But I think one other thing really helped. Because not only, am I trying to get stronger, but as you get older, you still want to maintain your limberness or flexibility. Hang on, let me get scanned. Morning, sir.
Morning, how you doing, sir?
Really well.
Good. Have a great day.
Thank you. So what I started getting back into, I should say, is yoga. The first time I started doing yoga was back in 2009, 2008, 2009, when I did divorce my first wife, and did my first round of P90X to get back in shape because I was a fucking tub of shit. And never did yoga before in my life because, it always seemed like it was girly. But as I continued to go through that program, I looked forward to doing yoga every fucking time it came up on the schedule. Because the workout that you put yourself through, you really end up sweating, but just the balance that you obtain and it also works on your strength as well, man. So I used to love doing yoga. And I did 2 sessions of yoga last week, and there's Denver in the foreground, mountains in the background. And I honestly think that the yoga, without a doubt, helped me out as far as being able to throw up more weight this week. I wish I had some more empirical evidence to back that. That's just my personal feeling. But sleep and yoga, I think, definitely helped me out this past week. I'm going to go a little bit further before I sign off today because, usually I sign off once I get back on base and I see that beautiful view of Denver in the foreground, the mountains in the background. But because I forgot to hit record when I wanted to start recording, we'll go a little bit further. So we got back home after the workout. Just fucking felt fantastic because my day didn't start off too well yesterday. We had some fucking bill that collections agency sent us for all the tolls that we've been racking up using this 5-mile stretch of highway here that I'd use to take the kids to school. So I use it once to take them, once for me to come back, 3 times. The third time when I go to pick them up, and then the 4th time when we come back. And it was $4.65 every single time that we've been doing it. So 4 times a day, coming out to $19 a day, 5 days a week for the last 4 months. It was a $1,600 bill that the collections agency sent to us. And the reason why we hadn't seen it before is because they were sending the previous bills to our address in Texas. And we lived in Florida last year and Texas 2 years ago. So it's like, what the fuck? Now, luckily, I looked at all the bills when I got home yesterday, and when the address switched from Texas to here in Colorado, they did take a late fee off because I think they recognized they were sending it to the wrong fucking address. But I'm not as mad as I was before. They weren't double charging us. I am mad that the tolls are so high, and if I would have known about it earlier, I would not have been taking that toll road for the last 4 months and basically wasting $1,600. Fucking pain in the ass. I don't want to go down that road. It's making me a little bit mad right now, but in general, as the day went on, things got a lot better. And as I'm heading back to the house, feeling good about today. I have stuff that I'm working on for work. I have a couple side projects here at home that I need to get done. And I'm going to be eating very, very well today. When we got back last night, I think I mentioned that on Sunday night, I did a mixed grill. I think I made like 5 or 6 pounds worth of meat. I did fried shrimp, fried chicken, pork ribs on the grill, flank steak on the grill, and one more thing I did on the grill. Did I say sausages? Anyway, it was a cornucopia of meat that fucking filled us up on Sunday. And of course, we had like 2.5, 3 pounds worth of leftovers. And I was just munching on them all day, and then had some of that last night. The only thing that's remaining is one of the pork ribs, and it's a big size pork rib. So what I'm going to end up doing for lunch today is I'll probably end up making a cabbage ramen with that, and it'll be fucking delicious. So I'm going to sign off for now. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll smell you tomorrow.